is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Melita and nice to meet you. And also, if you are new here, hit that little subscribe button down there because I'm very close to 500, which I want to reach by the end of February. So please subscribe to my channel, please. I'm begging you all. Okay, now enough about dying and ranting. So in today's video I'm going to show you guys a very nice glowy winter glam transformation routine tutorial, you know, just like tutorial, let's say tutorial. So as you guys can see, my beautiful glow is on as always. So if this is the first video that you are watching on my channel, or if you're new on my channel, just a small note, get sunglasses because most of my videos are very glowy and they are just gonna get glowier and glowier. So if you have a problem with a very strong highlight, or I don't know, you have a problem with too much makeup, I am not your channel. If you are looking for natural looks and not too much product and not too much highlight and not too much powder, I'm not your channel. I am really not your channel. So I really like to go to look not natural. Not because I don't like myself, because hello, I'm pretty with and without makeup too. Bitch. I'm sorry. But I just love the glow. I love that I can transform anytime I want to just by using makeup, and I think it's awesome. So I don't want to hear from anyone saying like, oh my god, you look so natural, oh my god, this is way too much product, oh my god, this is way too much product, blah blah. I'm not interested in hearing or seeing any kind of comments like that, so drop it. So I think that's enough for an intro. If you want to know how I created this nice glowy neutral, like, you know, I have nude lips, neutral eyes, besides the glow, of course, like the glow, it's always that. Then keep on watching, okay? Why did I just do that?
So let's start, shall we? I'm using a new primer I got from Catrice. This is, I think, a primer to erase your pores. I really don't know the name anymore. I'm so sorry. I will look it up and I will link it down below, okay? And I'm just using a makeup brush. I think that makeup brush is from Essence, and I'm just gonna bring it all over my face. I really want to talk about this primer because this primer is awesome. I think I bought it for like €5 or something, and I pretty sure I have to talk about this primer in a previous video, because I think for the past few weeks I have been only using this one. When I'm done applying it with a brush, I'm gonna just dab it in my face. I have no idea why I'm doing it, and it just makes it feel more tacky and my pores are more erased. After I'm done with it, I'm getting a palette. That palette is from Makeup Academy. It's a concealer palette with, I think, 4 different shades of concealer. I'm getting a little bit of a darker shade, like I think that's the darkest in the concealer shade, but it's still like really bright. And I'm just gonna cover all my zits on my face. Like, I have no idea why I have so many breakouts, but for the past 2-3 weeks my face is full with pimples, zits, everything. I don't know why, and I'm even taking care of my skin. So if anyone knows like an awesome skincare routine, drop it down below in the comment section. Thank you. Moving on to my foundation, I'm using the HD foundation from Catrice Cosmetics. I really wanted to do this Instagram, like, you know, like the whole thing just drops out of it, but I forgot to get the product itself, but never mind. So, and I'm just gonna bring it up with a damp beauty blender. You can also use a silicone blender with it because it works really great. I'm sorry, I just had to adjust my light. I have some technical issues once in a while, you know, I'm human too. And I'm just gonna dab it on all over my face and make sure that you cover your neck and your ears as well, because, you know, what's the point if you don't do it? Now, this foundation, I think I have used it in previous tutorials. Like, I have used it in many tutorials, and I must say that I bought it like 5 months ago, or possible that 4, I don't know, and I still have more than half in that product. Like, oh my god. If you are looking for an awesome full coverage foundation, which is very easy, so like light on your skin itself, and you don't feel that you are wearing any kind of makeup, get this one. It's like €7 or something, and it's a fucking sum as usual. Like, I don't even know why I'm talking so much. I have been cursing so much lately, you guys. I have no idea why. Sorry, you cannot see my face. I'm just making sure that everywhere is blended out, you know, that I don't have no patches, nothing. That's why I'm using a little small mirror in front of myself, and that palette has a little small mirror in it, and I just really had a bad angle. Like, how stupid am I? Just, you cannot even see my face, you don't even know what I'm doing, and that's why I'm telling you. I have been really silly in this video. Okay, I'm sure that everywhere is blended down nicely. Also, I want to talk about my lips. I used a homemade lip plumper, which I'm gonna show it in a DIY video very soon. For concealer, I'm using the same palette I was using from Makeup Academy, and I'm just gonna, you know, bring it on under my eyes and a triangle, because I really wanted to do this video with the contour and the concealer on, so I can blend them out together. Usually I bring on my concealer at first, and then I blend it out, then I set it, and while it's setting, then I'm using contour. But today I decided to use a contour stick, which is a creamier product, and I figured that I'm just gonna do that first together with my concealer, and then afterwards I'm gonna use some powder. Now that I'm done bringing on the concealer, I brought it under my eyes, on my nose, above my mouth, like above my lips, because I want to contour my lips to make them a little bit more plump, more bigger, you know, like fake lip injections, because I cannot afford real ones. So, and I'm gonna bring it in my smile lines, because they're always creasing. I don't know, I'm getting old. My nose, because my nose is crooked, it needs like really a lot of contouring, and on my chin. As for a contour stick, I'm using a contour stick from Catrice Cosmetics, which I bought like very long time ago. I don't even know how long ago, like quite a while ago, and I barely use it because I found it too dark. But to be honest, if you are blending something out well, and there will be anyways more product coming on it, it won't be that dark in the end. So I'm contouring my nose because it's very crooked. I was actually thinking about getting a nose job and all, because my nose is not straight, it has bumps in it, my nose is just awful. But you know what, this is me, and as long as I can cover it with makeup, we're good. You know what I'm saying? Now I just contour my forehead. I do not think I have a big forehead, but I still always contour my forehead to make it look even smaller. And I'm just gonna blend it out with a beauty blender. This is very weird for me, because mostly if I do my contour, I'm using a brush. So I was like, let's try today how it works with a beauty blender. And to be honest, this product is so creamy, it blends like a dream. It's so easy to blend, and it's a contour and highlighting stick. So one end of it is contour shade, the other one is a highlighting shade, which I haven't used yet. I don't know, I have some problem with cream highlighters. I have a bunch of cream highlighters, cream highlighter palettes, cream highlighter sticks, this, that, and I barely use them. I don't know why. Maybe I should, you know, upgrade and use those also, give them some love, whatever. So I'm just, anything that's on my face, like, you know, on my cheeks, my jaw, my forehead, I always blend it out with a brush, or in this case a beauty blender. With a beauty blender it takes a little bit more time, but in the end I found it a little bit more nicer blends, nicely blended. I don't know how to explain it. Now under my mouth, under my lips, above my lips, and on my nose, I prefer to do it with my fingers, like do the blending with fingers. It's just a little bit easier for me. I don't know, I never use a brush for it or a beauty blender. It's the easiest with your fingers. So make sure that your nose contour you blend out very well, because if you don't do it, it will just look like that your nose is dirty, and you do not want that. And I didn't blend out my concealer yet, as you see. I figured that like maybe the best is if I just blend out my contour first, and then after my concealer, so my concealer can just, lock in a little bit more and cover more, because the longer you leave the concealer on, the better it dries and the better it covers, like, obviously. So now that I'm done blending out my contour, I'm just gonna grab an Our Beauty blender and just blend out my concealer. Make sure that everywhere is blended, not patchy, like really take your time. That's the key to makeup, just blend, 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 blend. I know that it's incredibly tiring and it takes a lot of time, but in the end of the day, it's worth it, you know. So just make sure that everywhere is nicely blended, and my face already has a nicer shape to it. Now we are going to move on to powder the whole thing. So I'm using a Catrice powder. I think it's Matte Plus. I think it's a Shine Control mattifying powder. It also doesn't flash back, so it's awesome if you want to take nice pictures and the flashlight is on, and your face won't look like so white like James Charles on that very, very famous meme. I'm sorry, I don't mean to throw shade on anyone. I love James Charles. I think he is very nice and very genuine, and he's very, very young. So of course, once in a while he might make mistakes, but yeah, the internet community always have something to say. Anyways, moving on to setting everything, like actually I'm baking my face. I'm using the W7 Cosmetics Banana Dreams powder, which I have for ages. I think I bought it for my birthday, and my birthday was like 5 months ago. So yeah, and since then I'm still using it, although I have to buy a new one because this one is almost empty. Yes, it is well loved. And when where I'm setting is under my eyes, on the side of my nose, right next to the contour, so right next to the brown. You just, on the side of your nose, not on the top of your nose. But you can also do on the top of your nose between the two lines to set it a little bit, so it will look a little bit more narrow. And the tip of my nose, my smile lines, my chin, and my forehead, of course, because these are the parts where your makeup can crease the most. These are the parts that you touch the most during the day. You know what I mean. So now we are just going to move on to my eyes. Also, a small disclaimer, I have already done my eyebrows off camera. In between, I used from New York Color Cosmetics an eyeshadow primer and eyeshadow primer. What am I talking about? An eyebrow primer, and it also has an eyebrow powder with a little tiny brush. With that, I just filled it in, and I went over it with an Essence eyebrow gel. And as for eyeshadow primer, I used I Love Stage eyeshadow primer from Essence, and now I'm just gonna go in and do my eye makeup already. So I started out with setting the primer with an Estee Lauder eyeshadow. It's the shade Coral. I put it all over my lid, and when I was done with it, I'm going to go in my crease with a color called Neutral. It's not really neutral. I find it a little bit like blackish darker gray. I bring it all over up in my crease, and then under my crease I'm using the shade Brown just to lighten it up a little bit. Now I didn't go for a cut crease look, even though it looks like that, but I didn't cut my crease, like obviously I didn't, but I think it looks very, very beautiful, very classy. So if you wanna do like a cut crease and you wanna skip the actual part of cutting your crease, this is your thing, And the rest of the moving part of my lid, so closer to my lower lash line and such, I'm using the color Orange, which is not really orange. It's a little bit, it has like a more brown undertone in it. And I'm just going to finish up my lashes and everything off camera, and of course my other eye, because how would I look like one eye done and the other not. I also did a little bit of an eyeliner, like you can see the baby wing, and some lashes and mascara, and I'm just gonna brush off the excess powder that left off from the baking. Of course you don't want to walk around with that whole powder on your face, just brush it off, God, never forget to brush it off. Now I'm gonna bronze my face with Big Bold bronzer from New York Color Cosmetics in the shade Manhattan. I also bought it like a few months ago and I barely use it, and it comes with a bunch of product, and I don't think it's even €5. I think I bought it for like €4, €3, something like that, and it's a lot of product, like it can go ages. So I'm just gonna bronze up my face with it, and also, like, you know, make sure that my face is a little bit more snatched. I also like to do my nose, like where I contour, just go over the contour with the powder, with the bronzing powder, and it's all good. As for highlighter, today I decided not to use an actual highlighter. It's an eyeshadow which is from Sunkissed Cosmetics. I tried to do a swatch, but my light is awful, but it is really, 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 really beautiful. It is a little bit more subtle than I usually use, because you guys know me. I always use like something very blinding. Well, today I also use like a really nice glowy highlighter, but it is not that blinding. So I'm just gonna bring it on my cheekbones, make sure that they are very, like, you know, glowy, 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 above my eyebrows, on my forehead, and a little bit on the tip of my nose. On the tip of my nose, I always blend it out a little bit with my fingers, otherwise it's like a little bit too powdery, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, of course, down on my nose itself to make it look a little bit more narrow and snatched. Of course, now I'm just gonna, you know, make sure, like, make it a little bit more strong on my cheekbones, and I also do it on my chin and above my lips, because it makes your lips look a little bit more plump. Now I'm gonna go on and do it under my eyebrows and in the corner of my eyes, just to make it look a little bit more bright. Now that we are done with that, we are moving on to the blush. The blush is Strobing Blush from Catrice Cosmetics. I bought it not that long ago. I still barely use it. So bring it on my cheeks. As for lips, today I decided to go with a different look. Normally I use darker lipsticks. Today I'm using a little bit lighter. Excuse me from before, I had again problem with my light. It didn't want to focus on me, and it was just too much exposure, blah 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 blah. So first I'm just gonna overline my lips, because my lips are very small and I want them to look a little bit more big, like Kylie Jenner or Doc. I don't know, you can choose. The shade and the product itself I'm using is Essence Cosmetics lip liner in the shade The Girl Next Door. And I'm gonna also fill in my lips with it, and you can see it's too much exposure. I don't know what's wrong with it. As for lipstick, it's like not the lip gloss. It's a liquid lipstick from Makeup Academy, the Velvet, in the shade Harmony, one of my favorites. And now that it's done, we're just gonna spray some setting spray.
Alright, so that concludes today's video, guys, and I hope you all enjoyed it. In case you have any kind of questions, you can do it in the comment section. Also, you can hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, you can send me an email, any kind of love letter you would like to. I will be more than happy to answer. As usual, most of the products I used were drugstore products, besides my eyeshadow, because I used Estee Lauder, because I just love their eyeshadows and I really do like their products. Now, small disclaimer, again, I know Estee Lauder is not cruelty free, but I got them, most of my Estee Lauder makeup and beauty stuff I got as a present, so since I have not purchased it, I still like to use it, and I don't want to throw it away, because they're good and they are expensive. Like, why would you throw away something that you got as a present? Most of the products I buy myself are cruelty free. Like, I think the only product I have that is not cruelty free is my Maybelline mascara, which I'm using for already like 5 months, and it's still not empty. I bought it before I did my research, so yeah, Maybelline is not cruelty free. L'Oreal, Maybelline, all these big drugstore brands are not cruelty free, and I bought it like a few months ago and it's still not empty now, since I do not want to throw it away because I'm broke. Like, it's the same as throwing money out of the window. You just fucking don't do it, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna use it up, and when it's finished, I'm just not gonna purchase it again. That's how I feel this, like, you know. But most of the products I use and all the products I purchase from like already past few months are cruelty free, like Catrice, Essence, Makeup Academy are all cruelty free. I Love Makeup, cruelty free. Go for it. I don't know what kind of other products I have. I have like so many brands. As far as I'm concerned, Estee Lauder is not cruelty free. If you guys are interested in what kind of makeup brands are cruelty free or not, I can't even make a video about it because I did some research, so I was just naming up a few of the stuff. Also NYX Cosmetics, they are cruelty free and they are all fucking some. Sorry, I'm cursing a lot. So, as I said, this was today's video, you guys, and I hope you all enjoyed it. And if you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and let's see if we can get this video up to how many likes? Let's see if we can get this video up to 25 likes. It would really help out my channel. And don't forget to subscribe because I'm so close to 500 and I want to reach it by the end of February. So please guys, subscribe and support, and of course I will be more than happy to support you if you ask me to do so, because you know, we are all here trying to get somewhere, so might as well be just all friends and support each other. You know, girl power, bitches. Maybe there's some boys that are watching my channel. No matter if you are a boy, then you are also in girl power because we are feminists and everybody is equal. I don't know why I'm talking so much shit in this video, but I think that's it. So as usual, I love you all. And kisses the next time, my angels. Love you all.